So this story comes to us from Intelligent Scale 247 about a possible skinwalker. So I'm not an overly superstitious guy. I believe in ghosts, but that's my limit. Or it was. I live in the country, a little outside Staten, Oregon. I haven't had any paranormal experiences prior or since the event I'm about to discuss. A few months ago, I was watching a movie with my fiance. We heard a shuffling noise in the backyard, so we went to the living room and asked our roommate if she had heard anything. She said yes, she heard something in the back. Not abnormal, especially out here, but then we started hearing an unnatural meow. It sounded like someone trying to mimic a cat, but it was coming from our side of the house. I stepped outside and immediately all the crickets that had been annoying me since I moved there were silent. The dogs that usually bark at night were silent, and all of a sudden, the meowing that was coming from the area right in front of me was coming from directly behind me. Not seeing anything, I shrugged it off. I came back inside where my fiancée and her roommate were on the couch. I just sat down, when all three of us heard, "Hello." There was no one else in the house except for a severely autistic fellow who wasn't verbal enough to be that clear, nor was there anyone near us. All three of us heard it from behind us, yet none of us had our backs to the area or general direction. The cat started sounding desperate, and I screamed at it because for some reason I had a completely uncharacteristically violent sense of anger out of nowhere. The cat screamed. I don't mean meowed, it screamed. I grabbed a tired whacker, basically a bat, and my pocket knife and went out once again and felt a sudden urge of lethargy. Everything was sluggish. I smelled a deep, deep sense of something not natural. It wasn't like anything I had smelled before. I heard something shuffling and I yelled, but I couldn't see anything. It was only after my fiancé grabbed me and pulled me inside that I found out that while I was approaching the back of the fence, they saw something on four legs stand up and run. For multiple hours afterwards, I kept having this unnatural urge to go outside, into the area it ran off to. I didn't feel like something I wanted to do. It felt like I was being urged to. It was so nagging of a temptation that it was out of character for me. The story is completely true, and it isn't something I've told anyone, but it's been months now, and the only explanation I can come up with is that a skinwalker trying to mimic an injured cat and get my attention. The entire time, it seemed to everyone that I was specifically being targeted and tempted to go outside. Advice? Comments? That one's pretty weird. Um, I would not say skinwalker. I'd say something a little more demonic, but that's just me.